What's going on, 80K Sports Performance families? Ryan here with this week's Coach's Corner. And this week I wanted to talk about our SmartSpeed Timers from VALD Performance, what they are and how we use them to help our athletes. So simply put, they are laser timing gates that help us measure accurately how fast an athlete is running. So how we use those in our training sessions is we set up two timing gates 10 yards apart from each other, and then athletes have different distances to fly in or build up speed to then have a timed 10-yard sprint. So in our sessions, we have a 5-yard fly-in, a 10-yard fly-in, and a 15-yard fly-in. And we progress those just like we do with our strength training for our athletes. So earlier in a session, they'll be doing more 5-yard fly-ins and then progressively adding in some 10s and some 15s, ultimately ending up with mostly 15s. So we're progressing that distance that they're sprinting and that sprint volume over the course of a session. So just like with our strength training and all of our training, we're progressively overloading and not doing too much on that front end for training, making sure that our athletes are prepared for the demands that we're putting them under. And so the benefit of our laser times is, if you're not testing your sprints, you're not timing your sprints, then you're kind of just guessing at if the training that you're doing is working. So this is letting us know, are we actually helping our athletes get faster? And as a result of timing and getting fast, accurate information, we can make adjustments to an athlete's training, because sometimes we'll notice during their sprints that they're a little bit slower than normal or they're a little faster than normal, which is a good indicator of their level of recoveredness. So we might notice that an athlete's a little bit slower today, so maybe we won't push it as hard when we get to our strength training portion of the workout because they're not feeling that great, or vice versa. They're flying on the sprints and we can push a little bit because they're feeling really good that day. So it's a good readiness tester as well. And one fun fact with our laser timers and our laser timing is, if you really want to get technical, our laser timing system that we use is more accurate than what they use at the NFL Combine. Because at the NFL Combine, they use a hand start time and then a laser finish. So they're having a person with a stopwatch start the time, and then the time ends with a laser. Our timing of our athletes is a laser start and laser finish. So technically, our timing here that we do at the club is more accurate than the NFL Combine. So a little fun fact there. But all of the timing information that we get for our athletes goes into a cloud-based system, the VALD Hub, which we as coaches as well as athletes and parents of athletes have access to and can track their progress on their sprints. They can see all of the sprint data that they do, how fast they're doing, what their actual time was, what that sprint was. And so it's a good way to stay connected and keep that conversation going between our coaches, our athletes, our parents of athletes, on how their athlete is progressing and any trends that we notice, so we can, again, better help our athletes. If you have questions about timing gates, timing your sprints, how to properly train speed and sprint timing, feel free to reach out. We can talk about how we can help your athlete. And we'll see you in next week's Coach's Corner.